Hello, my name is Milly. I go home and away with Afc Wimbledon, and I'm going to be doing a quick little discussion about what I think could happen tomorrow, what are my previews for the game, who's going to play, and all of that. So yeah, let's get started. So obviously you can't really talk about Ipswich and Afc Wimbledon without touching on Ali Al-Hamidi. He was a striker for us who was bought by Ipswich last season, in the January transfer window. We were obviously heartbroken to see him go, but we knew it was inevitable because he was obviously way too good for our league. So he went to the Championship with Ipswich, where they got promoted, which we're very happy about. But yeah, I think he will play tomorrow because obviously he hasn't started yet. Sorry, I correct myself. He hasn't started yet for Ipswich, and I've been rumoured that he's going on loan potentially. So yeah, I think it'll be tomorrow. He'll definitely play in a cup game. But yeah, I'm excited to see him back at Plough Lane, but I'm slightly nervous because I know what he's capable of, and it's great when you're seeing it for your team, but obviously slightly less exciting when you're seeing it against your team. But I think that'll be very nice to see him back. I hope he gets a warm reception. And in terms of who Ipswich I think will play, I was speaking with a group of Ipswich fans that regularly come into the pub that I work at, and I was working today actually, speaking to them about the game, and they mentioned that Kieran McKenna is not really one for playing his best players in cup games, especially against lower league teams, which I have to say I kind of agree with, especially when you're playing in the Premier League. I think there's a bit more breathing space when you're in the Championship between which players can play and which ones can't. However, when you're in the Premier League, if one of his top players like Chaplin, or I'm so sorry, I struggle to pronounce this guy's name, Smodix? The one that scored at Man City, you know what I'm talking about? If he was to get injured, obviously that's a drastic, catastrophic kind of thing because they're the best players, and when you're in the Premier League you need your absolute cream of the crop best players, but in the Championship you can kind of slip a few youngsters in there, you know, have a few different ones, but in the Premier League you want your top ones playing. So I would not be shocked if we didn't see any of them even in the squad, not even starting 11 but in the squad tomorrow, which I think makes a lot of sense. I think it's definitely an opportunity to play kind of your younger players, the one that might not get a look in the Premier League. They would probably get a look in the Championship but maybe not the Premier League. I think that'll definitely happen tomorrow. But I'm interested actually to see tomorrow if Calvin Phillips plays, because obviously he's come from Man City. He's a very, very talented player. He's kind of lost his way a little bit at the moment, but I'd be intrigued because obviously he didn't start against City. But I want to see what happens. I want to see if he definitely. It would be very exciting to have a Champions League winner play at Plough Lane. But yeah, I think that'd be really cool if he did start. I'd also be interested to see if Jack Clark, who is from Sunderland, who they just bought, I think, for £15 million. Correct, could be wrong. I think it's 15 million. To see if he would play as well. He was a really good winger in the Championship, and I think Sunderland letting him go for 15 million was, for me, I think that's a little bit cheap. I would have probably held on to him and for the season and then let someone buy him for slightly more at the end, but because he still had quite a bit left on his contract too. But each to their own, you know. I don't know, but very good business for Ipswich, that's for sure. In terms of Wimbledon, we, in cup games, used to not really play strong squads, and then we got out against Chesterfield a couple of years ago, which caused a lot of controversy among fans. And since then, we started playing stronger squads, which I really like. Last year, we were lucky enough to go play Chelsea away at Stamford Bridge, which was amazing. So I think we'll play pretty much, bar a few, our starting 11, our regular starting 11 for sure. So that will include the likes of like Joe Lewis, our new addition Riley Harbottle, I'd love for him to play, Jake Reeves. And I'm also interested to see about our striker pairings, because we have 4 really good strikers at the moment, and we like to play them, kind of stick to the pairs. So we have Matty Stevens from Forest Green, Omar Bugle, and then we have Joe Pigott and Josh Kelly. So it'll be interesting to see who he goes with. I think keeper, he'll stick to Owen Goodman. I don't really see why he'd change, but you never know with Johnny, he could do anything. And I think they're both quite good keepers anyway, so it's pretty chill. But yeah, I'm very excited for the game. I'd love to say I think Wimbledon will win. I don't think we will, but it'll be a good game regardless, and I really, really do like Ipswich as a club, so I'm excited to see it at Plough Lane. But yeah, thank you so much.